I like stuff like that, but ultimately it feels like even with the changes, the course still played as easy as ever.
Yeah, without the weather rolling in and also the cold, that was I think that definitely kind of got some people's attention. The cold there, you had to average 8 under par to make it into the top 10. So this is for sure a course that you go out, you have to go low.
Hmm.
If you start the front nine and you're only a couple under par, you're behind the 8 ball, and that's just what the course is. And I've been a little bit tough on course design. I err more on the side of difficult. Like I want to see
Hmm.
score separation, but I'm okay with certain tournaments throughout the year being birdie or die courses. Courses that you have to go out and shoot hot, because that is a different skill. That is a different mindset of knowing you have to go out and shoot 8, 9, 10 under every round. And if the weather was better round one, you probably need to shoot double digits all 3 rounds to make it in the top 10.
Yeah, and I like especially kind of where it's placed at in the schedule this year. You got it before a bunch of majors. It's only a 3-round event, so we're not doing 4 rounds at this like blitz style
Yeah.
course. And it comes after the Elite Plus series with two courses with Milo and Glendevere. So I think it's positioned really well. There's there's a skill involved with coming out, getting hot, and staying hot.
Mhm.
And if you're not that kind of player and you don't want to play that way, that's fine. Use this as a practice week to go get ready for the majors or whatever it is you got to do. But it's nice to see players come out and have to play like almost a different style of disc golf and try to be. It opens up the door for more players to be successful, which we definitely saw looking at like the MPO leaderboards. A lot of players whose names you probably don't typically see up there, and it kind of just allows you to flex a different muscle. I think it's important to have different a variety of, you've got really tough courses on tour. You've got some courses that are sprints, which is interesting. It's like I said, it's a different muscle you have to flex as a professional player.
Yeah, and looking at the course, I would have, I would, I don't even want to know what the course would have played like had it played the way that Simon wanted, right? Without the
Hmm.
all the OB, because there was very few holes that you really did get penalized. You obviously talked about hole number 4, but there was very few holes that you got penalized for throwing an errant shot. A lot of
Yeah.
times it was just chuck something up there, and if it's a good shot, your second shot's gonna be pretty easy. If it was a bad shot, your second shot might be a little bit more challenging, but you can still make birdie, right? And I think
Mhm.
that's why we see some of the players on this list that we don't normally see consistently towards the top of the leaderboard. Players like Carter Aarons, I believe his best finish prior to this was 30th or something like that.
Mhm.
Now, he's someone that has a lot of arm talent. I've watched the kid throw. The kid absolutely nukes the disc. Another player that kind of comes to mind, which I don't think was actually in this tournament, or maybe I missed him, Jacob Curtis, right? That's
Yep.
another player that just nukes it. And, occasionally can get a little wacky off the tee. Corey Ellis is kind of up there as well. Corey Ellis, phenomenal putter when he gets hot,
Mhm.
but his issues over the past has been his consistency and accuracy off the tee. You go to a course like this where you can spray it a little bit more and still shoot pretty low. He's up there. Silas Schultz, another big arm guy. Noah Meitzma also finishing in the top 10. So we're having some guys that we aren't usually seeing in the top 10 at this event. And it's, again, like we said, it's nice to kind of mix it up every once in a while. My thought is, I think you can still get tournaments like this, but we don't need to maybe have a bunch of people shooting double digits every single round. With that being said, Gannon said, hold on one second. Let me just show how much better I am than everyone else.